Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I have a Marine ECM, this time testing a 8.1 liter Volvo Penta MEFI 4. This computer actually was here almost a month or so ago. We'll see in the video that I recorded because I want to show you something in there. So the customer says, like, Mike, can you please check the computer? I would like to see it running at 4,000 RPMs. I'm like, Randy, I already checked everything and your computer was working perfectly here. And then he evolved into, yeah, I think I might have damaged the computer because doing tests to because he's trying to correct the problem he has in the boat. Is I might have shorted the computer and now I'm not getting 5 volts and it's acting weird. I'm like, well, oof, I hope it's repairable because, you short a computer, it's a very expensive fuse. So we have the computer here. I'm going to show you the view. The computer is actually running right now in here. This is a very unique from Volvo. And yeah, he was here September 4. It still has my markings in there. And again, it got here 10/6. This computer was just tested. I did never open it or anything. And it's a MEFI 4A. It's a 12569494. That's very unique number to those MEFIs. But yeah, this is his computer. So yeah, we have now that in here. So I'm going to, well, actually, I think I can just put the picoscope in the diagram. So right now, his first concern was that he said that he loses the injector pulse. First, it was based on his recording in different RPMs, and he was under acceleration. Now he wants to see it at over 4,000 RPMs. I'm like, sure. Like right now, that's actually the less of his problems. And I'm going to show you why. So first, this in here should have the 5-volt reference and the sensor ground light, and it's no sensor ground. That is a strike number 1 in the computer, which is running, but no sensor ground is running here because I got a simulation, but in the boat, this will not run. So the second thing is right now, no matter what I do, the throttle position, which let me just put that bit in there, I think is this one. Yeah. I'm going to move, and actually, let me get you over to the screen. Let me take those captures 1 second so you can get to see what I'm seeing in here. So the throttle position, and it's kind of odd because the sensor voltage changed, and that's what I want to show you here. Like I can change the voltage. You see, as I'm going over to 2 volts, 3 volts, and so on, but the throttle position is not changing on the computer. And that is odd because the voltage, so the computer can see that the voltage of the sensor is changing, and that is reaching the microprocessor. So this sounds like now a damaged calibration. So whatever he did also took the calibration. Not enough to create checksum error, but enough to, now we have a stock throttle position sensor hit. And I'm not sure if this is going to change or damage anything because we have in this computer the IAC, which will follow the throttle. So this is, you see right here, right now we have an IAC follower of 0. So I'm going to also put in here, and I'm going to keep you in this capture probably because we can see a lot more. So let me move this to IAC and IAC. And we're going to keep the throttle here because I want to put the picoscope in the capture here. So yeah, we can do that. I'm going to make this image go here, and I'm going to put the pico. So now we can see the picoscope on the right side, the signals on the injectors, which are working perfectly. And I have to make those readings on the bottom a little smaller so we can see it still. You guys can see it in there, but yeah, they have the same exact milliseconds. Both drivers are working good and nice and clean. But let's see what we see now. So I'm going to raise the RPMs, which I chose the wrong bit. So let me now, since I did that, put this to here. And let me select the correct bit, which is this one. So that is the RPM, which right now we're running at 642 RPMs. I'm going to increase the RPMs to over 4,000. All right, so we got 4,200 RPMs. Injection is still there. And Randy, I hope you have followed my lead because when I said that I test a computer is good, and now we have a damaged computer because what happened in the boat, whatever you shorted Now the throttle is not changing. So it changed based on RPM. I'm going to change the map. Let me put that one also as well in here if I find it. So right here. So let me get, so those are pits that we need to follow along, right? So at 4,000, we should have around 20%, 20 inches of mercury of manifold pressure. 21, 20 is considered normal at that RPM. And now we need to change the throttle, which we can see that we can change the throttle voltage, but the IF position is not changing no more because it doesn't see the throttle movement. So this computer is damaged. Now, let me remove myself from there because I didn't see that you guys were not seeing that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so again, his concern, the no injection or injection cutting after 4,000 RPM, it does not exist on the computer. The problem is whatever in the boat. And I said, you have to have a problem on the harness. You need to correct that because you will burn your computer. That was my recommendation. But he tried to do tests himself, and now we have a very different situation going on. So now we can see, and I can raise the RPMs even, well, 4,000 is a little too much. I mean, 4,500 is too much. Yeah, I think that most I can go is 4,700. And that's just because of the signals that I'm providing in there. But you can see 4,700 RPMs, no issues. If I bring the speed down to idle, you can see the injections never disappear, never go away. We have no issues on injection, but the IAC is no longer moving, right? So, and that is a very big problem because the IAC should move, obviously. And the reason it's not moving, I'm going to keep it at 12.8, 12.7. That's what I usually keep it on idle. And the reason it's not moving is, again, because the computer is not seeing the throttle movement. Even though the voltage is being seen, the calibration cannot see the throttle movement for some reason. Is it the calibration or now the microprocessor got damaged? Because it's weird because what the computer sees is the voltage. So something got cooked in here. Is it the calibration that got corrupted or we got a problem on the computer? But not having sensor ground, let me include myself on the view so you can at least see my hand. By not having now the sensor ground that we should have here, that means that computer took a big hit. And now I don't know what it is, but yeah, definitely we have a problem, a major problem. So Randy, yeah, this is, like I said, nothing wrong with the injection. It is definitely, and the problem is, even if I fix this computer now, which this is a problem you created, so this is a completely separate charge, nothing to do with what I did for you, which was only a test. And the thing that I was going to show you, which I have here as well, is the video that I did for him. I'm going to take a lot of stuff out of the screen to get you back to the display. Oh, by the way, if you're here, and please subscribe to the channel. That really helped my small business a lot. Every time you subscribe, YouTube promotes more and more of my videos, and that's how you found me. So thank you so much if you do so. This is my website, MikeSalazarDiagnostics.com. Yes, my name spells different, but it just sounds as a regular Mike. Salazar is my last name, and Diagnostics is just the name I decided to put in my channel. And in here, at the center, right here on this screen, you see in the center button is the shipping address. On either side of that is a box, which I have right now in my hand on there of the mouse. The Y one, if you click in there, will download a repair form for you to print, fill all information, and sign, and add it in the box with the module, instrument cluster, whatever you're sending for repairs. I always please recommend to click on the black box. We click here to email us. Like that, I can start a conversation with you, see what else I need, fault codes, grab a little more understanding of what your concerns are so I can help you correct the problem and give you recommendations when I send the computer back to you so you don't burn it again or damage it even more, like in this case. All right, so let me take you over to the video. Let me put him in here. So this is, again, in September when he was here. I was doing the test and I was actually, running the computer, but we can see in there. And I'm not going to play because it's not really necessary. But what I want you to see is I was able to put the throttle position in 7.8%. And if you look at the bottom right here, where I'm moving the arrow, 0.92 volts, we should have 7.8%. Again, if I go back to today, yeah, I'm clicking on the video. That will not work. I have over 1 volt, but we only get 2.3. Again, damage that wasn't there. So let me just close the video because I'm going to make this part 1 because I'm not sure exactly what am I dealing with here. I'm going to have to open this. But yeah, this is definitely a problem, a big problem. Now I not even know if this is going to be possible to be repaired or not. But I'll do my best, try to help you, Randy. Let me see what I find. And guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Just a short video, because I wasn't even aware of what happened, so what I was about to encounter in here. So let me open it up and see what I found. And if I see something that I need to show you or so, I will be putting them in the part 2 because I have to discuss this repair with Randy, see if it's even repairable. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.